Time for another episode of True Pittsburgh Wackness Stories, or True Wackness Pittsburgh Stories, whatever the title is. And tonight's story takes place back in the fall of 2010. First times I smoked weed, and got really fucking drunk too. So we were up at my friend Adam's birthday party. He was turning 16. He was turning, it was his sweet 16th birthday, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I was 18, and we just got a bunch of cigarettes first, and then somebody brought beer, and then somebody brought a bunch of bud too. It was my second time, I think, smoking. Or third time. I believe it was my third time that I smoked. And it was just only mids. Like, oh my god, I was fucking ripped. I got so fucked up that... So basically, we just turned on the rock station. There was this thing called, it was like the underground garage was on. It was just a bunch of old psychedelic limbo and shit from the 60s, and basically just sitting there chilling around the fire. So we had this brilliant idea. Let's go down to Shaler. Let's go down to the city, the outskirts of the city, and walk to fucking McDonald's at like 1 in the morning. I stayed. I said, I'm gonna sit back and just watch the fire, smoke a few bolts. So I did. And I was bugging the fuck out. I was like this. Oh shit, what the fuck was that? Oh my god, what the fuck was that? I was freaking the fuck out. I was fucking going ballistic. I was hearing weird noises in the noise. Weird noises in the noise. Weird noises in the woods, and I was like, oh my god, what's out there, what's out there? Hope somebody comes back soon. So I had the brilliant idea. I stole some mask from Adam's cousin down at the house, down below on the bottom of the hill, early in the day when we were getting pizza. And I got a little small tidbit from that time. We went down to the hill. We smoked already. We're baked. It's like we got called, dude, there's pizza down here. Come down and get some. I'm like, and then we had to sing happy birthday, and he's like, my friend Adam's like, and I was like, dude, you're fucking baked. And then my friend Steven tells him something. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, this is bad. He's gonna get caught. I'm like, he's gonna get caught. So he said I had to go to the bathroom. So we get our pizza and start eating it. Go back on top of the hill. And then everything after I was telling you about going down to McDonald's starts up. All the ideas about McDonald's and doing crazy shit like that. So with that mask, I basically I found a big stick from the burning wood pile, and when Adam's friends came back, and I was like acting like a Native American, freaking out, and just like, I was like doing, like making crazy ass noises and shit, like being primal basically. So when that was going on, they're actually at McDonald's, and he calls me up. He's like, dude, I'm at McDonald's, you want food? I'm like, yeah. And I was like, I got the serious case of munchies. Bring him back up. He comes back up. We go into the tent, all like 4 of us. And then we started smoking bowls and eating burgers and fries and shit, and just sitting there chilling, hotboxing the fuck out of the tent. And we finished 3 bowls. They're gonna go to their 4th. And I decided, yes, I'm already fucked up, I'm feeling good, I'm gonna smoke later probably just to get high again. And I was like, I fucking trip out of the tent. And then somebody had fireworks, and they start shooting the fireworks everywhere. And it hits my friend Blaine's tent, and he freaks out. He's like, who the fuck? Why the fuck is my tent burned? He's freaking out, he's baked, he's fucking freaking out. Sitting there smoking a fucking Philly. I had these Tuscan cigars, and I was smoking them too. And we're just sitting there chilling, and fucking Pink Floyd comes on. Welcome, my friends, to the machine. And we all just started dancing around the fire in a fucking circle. Just walking around like a fucking machine, like a soldier going around the fire. Like, I'm like, this is fucking crazy shit going on now. And then we saw a UFO. Big V-shaped UFO flew over, and we were like freaking out too then. It was like 4 in the morning. I was actually a little bit scared, but everybody else was freaking out. I was just slightly scared because I have seen aliens, UFOs, and other shit like that before. So I was used to seeing shit like that already, so I was just chill. I was just thinking, like, I was a little freaked out just because it's a UFO and it's just weird to see. So everybody just starts passing out one by one after that and just falling asleep because they were so baked and they were just drained out. And I dozed off, I woke up and I found a fucking porcupine on my fucking on me, and I was like, what the fuck? And it just like walked off to me and just went into the woods. I'm like, what? What? I was just laying next to the fire and like, what? So that's one of my stories. I'm gonna have this is part 1 of the episode. I'm gonna have a second story coming up right after this. Check it out. It's gonna be about my trip to New York.